I want to get to Nina Turner talking about AOC, and then we'll take a brief break and go to the post game. Ryan has to get out of here by 9:30, but we'll do some of the post game together. It's 8:40, so we'll but before we get to Nina Turner,
there's that great jank question of Chris Coons. Did you see that one?
Oh, we should find that for the post game. That's a great idea. We'll do that in the post game. That
Just
was very
lied to
funny.
his
It was
face.
Chris Coons scurrying around like a smarmy, disgusting bastard while Jank does his like, that's not very progressive. Coons like, hey, I'm progressive. Leave me alone. So no, but we'll definitely get to it. But my actually one question, real quick. I love the campaign that Bernie's running in many ways, and there's someone like Brianna Joy. I mean, she used to be on the show all the time. Like I have some connection to
My old
it.
colleague.
Yeah, your old colleague, exactly. Awesome people. On the flip side, is it, and I don't mean him specifically, but it could be him, frankly, but like, is it also on the flip side missing like the Tad Devine component? Like somebody where you could just say like, I thought that he gave a socialism speech was fine. I didn't think that was, some people thought it was a problem. I think he actually needed to do something like that. But what I would have done is then put out like multiple ultra slick ads with FDR clips, and not internet viral, like TV ads on cable and basic cable. So is the campaign missing? They're doing something new, which is inspiring and what we need to do, and he's assembling it, and I hope people will not miss how unique this opportunity is. But on the flip side, where's the Devine piece? Are they missing that?
Yeah, look, and I like and I'm friends with basically his entire staff.
Right.
But I agree with you.
Yeah.
And, Tad Devine came in for a ton of criticism. I haven't delved into it. Who knows if it's just or not. Some bizarre links with Paul Manafort and some weird.
He consulted in Ukraine. I mean, look, Tad Devine has done. Look, I think the stuff he did in Bolivia is way dirtier. But the point I'm making is it's still a skill set to run for president.
And that's exactly right. And whether it's Tad Devine or somebody else, I think that the left has gone too far in the condemnation of consultants. Like consultants are people with particular skills. You don't want consultants who rip you off and take your money and do bubblegum. But go back to 2016, watch some of those Bernie ads and try not to cry. And then go back and watch the ads that the campaign is producing this year and try to get through them. They're fine.
This is real.
It's Bernie.
I showed to someone who, she's very close to me and knows this stuff and, cares, but, this isn't her lot. Tad Devine did an ad for Bernie when he announced in February, and then they were out like a couple days later. But do you remember that ad?
And they replaced it with like an 8-minute straight
Which
to
in
cam.
some ways I was like, okay, that's Bernie doing Bernie. But I played, and I've done this with a few people, I played that Tad ad from February and the first national one that they released 2 weeks ago. And it is like watching like Rocky versus like, like a back catalog episode of Cheers. I mean, it's like, whoa. I mean, that would be the only area that I would have real substantive criticism of. Like, there's a part of this that's cinematic.
I almost feel partly responsible in the sense that a lot of my reporting has been critical of the like corrupt consultant class, and it has glamorized or valorized organizing over television to the point where I wonder if the left is taking it too far. Like, no. I hate to tell you, television still matters. Like, millions of people are still sitting in front of that tube, and that is a way to move them. And not only that, if you produce one like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez did during her ad, which emotionally moves you, you share it, and it gets hundreds of thousands of views. Those are free views for you, and it disrupts the money element. That matters. And so both Warren and Sanders are doing their ads in-house, and I hope it works out for them. But some of these consultants are good. Most of them are hacks. But and we're not talking about ideology at this point. We're talking about just craft. Like,
literally craft.
Like and creating an emotional 30-second ad, not easy. Like, because by the time you've built up the thing, it's over. But there's a reason that people do get paid significant amounts of money, because if you do it right, it can change the game. Entire campaigns have been won and lost over ads with powerful advertising.
That's really my, people always, they'll say like, I'm not going to do, criticism of Bernie just to like, show that I can be contrarian or whatever. I totally support the guy. I'm very in line. I like how the campaign is doing things. But that would be definitely my one constructive criticism.
Yeah, and by the way,
where are the super conventional, super slick ads?
And for the people who think I'm a Warren stan, like hers have been lame too.
Oh, sure.
Like they're fine. Start walking through stadiums or whatever, but like nothing that people are sharing with you and be like, you got to watch this, and like by the end of it, you want to open up your wallet and just start giving money.
And it'll be funny because then if like those actual skill sets go to Biden, Buttigieg, Harris, like okay, but
I haven't seen a lot of Buttigieg. Biden's are good,
but there's nothing.
And that might be one reason why he's bleeding out of his eyes and is still hanging in at 20+%.
Right. I think that's a yes.
It matters.
I think you're 100% right. You just watched a Michael Brooks show video. Subscribe to get them all. Why wouldn't you? Don't be foolish. Click subscribe below and become a patron as well. Patreon.com/TMBS. Thanks, everybody.